So I'm going to try to put together some sort of tutorial-ish for ankle hooping. Basically, that is exactly what it sounds like. Being able to hoop on your ankles. It helps to know knee hooping first because it's a very similar movement. You keep the hoop up by moving your knee. I hoop to the right, so normally it's my right knee that kind of keeps everything flowing in a circle. Now, when you're trying to get into ankle hooping, it's really easy to just kind of let the hoop go down smoothly. Sometimes when this happens, I feel like people overcorrect a little bit. It's kind of hard when learning a new trick to just like be light and slow because that's just not the way things work. But it does help just let it go down. And then once it gets down here, like I said, I hoop to the right. So it's going to be my right foot that keeps the hoop moving. It's going to move into a circle. If you hoop to the left, I'm assuming that it's probably going to be the same movement. The hoop ends up on the front of your right ankle, and that's the circle that moves it backwards. Once it's backwards, and it's on the back of this left ankle, you can give it a little movement, and that'll push it forward. I don't always move my left ankle. I sometimes just make that circle with my right. But if I want to spin while doing it, or build the tempo, or slow it down, I use my left foot as like a slight crutch. So this right foot moves it in a circle, and this left foot brings it back around. And you can see my left foot isn't as fluid as my right. Now, getting into this move, you can go down from your knees like before, or you can kickstart it. Get that foot in, and then get it spinning in a circle. So when it gets kind of sloppy like that, where it's moving in a circle, but you don't have that momentum going, that's when your left foot can come in and kind of straighten things out. I also use my left foot as a way to adjust where the hoop is on my knees. So the right foot controls speed, and the left foot kind of maintains place and height. So I'm making my circle, and if I want to bring it back up, I use my leg to do that. Let it go back down slowly, and then I start making that circle. So if I'm going down from my waist to my knees, it's going to be very similar. Once it gets down to my knees, you feel it, and you give it that extra push to keep the hoop going. From my knees to my ankles, and there it is. Once you feel the hoop naturally place itself right here, that's when you're going to be able to give it that kick around. So, that is ultimately all the advice that I can really give. I've been working on ankle hooping for a couple years now, so it is something that takes a lot of practice, just like any trick. I remember when I did first start ankle hooping that it would go around for a few seconds, and then I'd get too moody with it, and it would kind of end things. So at this point, a lot of tricks become muscle memory. So it's just about doing it enough times to where your muscles remember it. Try not to overcorrect, be nice and light, and just keep at it. Most tricks for some people will take years, months. For others it takes days. So just don't give up. Happy hooping.